Why did you leave? What happened? What did they do? On the floor. You were protected from me. That's why you left. You may not look at it that way. In fact, I'm getting that that's not what you would say, but that's what happened. You were protected. You saved a lot of time. You know who this is if it's for you. Will you still want me? See, they don't realize that you leaving was for good. They definitely didn't want that. They thought you'd always be around. You're protected. Spiritually, this had to end. I want you. No one compares to you. I want to come back. Never gonna give you up. I feel like you deserve better. No one else has this effect on me. They're feeling some mushy feelings for you right now. You know who it is. But it is too late. Unless they made some massive changes, huh? Let me go to What's the Tea deck. You were protected. Like, this reading is to let you know that you may be saying something else happened, but I'm telling you what happened was you were protected. And this person is starting to realize that. In fact, you may have realized it all along. And you may think you were supposed to be with this person if only, but that's not true. If only this, if only that. Whoever you're thinking that about, like, I want you to know you were protected. Make a list of what you actually want in a person. Reflecting. Okay, that came out as I said make a list. There is power in making a list, you guys. Make a list of everything. Okay? More on that later. But reflect on what you actually want. Like what this person showed you that you want. But what would you change? There are things about this person you would change. Photo proof, karmic friends. Oh, yeah. See, this is why they think it's too late. Because they think you heard something, saw something. They think somebody is feeding you information on purpose. That maybe you have a third party. I'm getting it was a small world. Like, even if it's a big city where you work, you happen to work with some of the same people or know some of the same people, run in the same circles, and it was kind of odd. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was totally on purpose. Okay, it was spiritual. It was spiritual, I promise you. But they want to know why you left. That's what I mean. I feel like it's somebody out there saying this person left you or something happened, like you're making excuses because it seemed like this was supposed to go somewhere. It wasn't. Scarcity tactics. That's something they try to use on you to try to increase their demand, increase their value, their price. They were not in demand, okay? They were not scarce. Gosh, you were really protected. This is someone who would have thought about themselves before you every single time. Every time. This is someone who doesn't understand why you wouldn't want them, but you left. Like, they're trying to wrap their head around that. Like, why wouldn't they want me? I'm so great. Protective shell, playing both sides. See, that's what you noticed. Red flags. This person couldn't hide from you. And they definitely couldn't outrun the red flags. They feel like they could have tried, though. Like, they feel like they didn't try. They feel like like things caught up to them at the last minute. Like, things went in a bad direction really fast. It was like it was okay, and then it sort of had a sharp descent, and you left. They really thought they had more of a hold on you, more of a handle on you. Protective shell. Playing both sides. There was someone who interfered. And that's what this person's worrying about. Or, okay, the interference is somebody's mom or a family member who wanted them to be with someone else. Yeah, there was something interfering in this person's life. Like someone out there, like a very controlling parent. Maybe this person had some kind of trust fund, inheritance, and didn't tell you about it. But if they got with you instead of someone else, they wouldn't have inherited. Oh, this is big. So they try to play both sides, you and that person. Protective shell. They consider themselves to be in a protective shell because this keeps happening. You were protected. You were protected. But this person was trying to have you anyway. Here's the thing. They were hopeful at one point. Because I just got this thing about the controlling family member. Or if it's not that, it's something else. They feel like there's some kind of external force controlling them and their relationship decisions. Like they can't just jump into something without asking someone else's approval. Afraid to make a decision by themselves. But what's weird, though, I just got that they make decisions for you or tried to. And that also is why you left. This is a very complicated situation, but you just need to know that you were protected. Don't question it. It's not someone who really deserves anything from you. Someone who you really try to protect yourself. Try to see the best in them. Try to stand up to people on their behalf. Like, you went to bat for this person. I just got that. You really tried to stand up for them. Tried to give them a chance. Circle of drama. This came out earlier. There's just something here that's very weird. If it's not the family connection, it's society. I just got that. Like, this is some kind of relationship society would not like. That's kind of taboo in some way. I don't mean that in like an illegal way or anything. I just mean age gap, even. Things along those lines. And if not that, something else. You know, something outside the norm. Especially depending on where you live. That's kind of relative to where you live geographically. And this person wanted to keep their claws in you. I just got that. They wanted that, but they knew all along there was no hope, so they did a lot of manipulative stuff. But I shouldn't say they knew all along. At times they convinced themselves there was hope. But look, let's say this relationship had progressed and you had to deal with these people yourself. You wouldn't like that. You were protected. I'm not trying to say you should worry about what people think in a relationship. I just mean you were protected. Whatever happened here was the best case scenario. It could have gone so much worse. Something big happened. You were just overwhelmingly, sorry, I keep saying it. You left. Like, that's what I mean. Like, this was a weird situation where it might look to that person like you left, but you might feel pushed out. Like, some of you got contacted with someone and threatened to get away from the person. Yeah. I'm sorry that happened to you. Like I said, controlling, and there's something else at stake here. You know, the older you get, the more you hear these weird scenarios, and you're like, yeah, that could happen. Unexpected revelation will change your perspective. It definitely will. You're going to hear something, if you haven't already, just for your intuition, because you're going to be like, what? I knew that. I knew that all along. This confirms. It's confirming something. Like, something's going to come along, come across your feed, if it hasn't already, or for some of you it already has, and you know that. Like, look, I cannot stress to you enough the importance of listening to that still small voice inside you. I've had some things happen lately too. I know a lot of us are going through big changes. If you're on TikTok, you might see a lot of stuff. Look, be careful what you see anywhere, social media, the news, anything. Be careful. I know there's a lot of stuff going on right now. But just know that your mind's creating all this and they're trying to put images in it. So think for yourself and stay off social media and just go within, meditate, and ask the light within to reveal things to you, okay? Don't worry so much about what anyone out here can tell you. Because people think they've proven stuff by doing a Google search. And no. Think for yourself. Analyze your thoughts. Called metacognition. That means just think about why you're thinking. Think about what you're thinking. Why are you thinking it? Where's this thought coming from? Don't let yourself be manipulated by emotions. I cannot stress that enough, okay? Do not let yourself be manipulated by emotions. Be quieter than ever. But that still small voice, it tells you things. Like, I mean, I've had some massive things happen just the past few days, and that's why I'm always telling you these readings are for your intuition. It's just like little things. It's that voice you laugh off at first, and after a while, it's like, oh, wait a minute, that was true. Like, for me, I'm not going to say what, but just some stuff I need to work on to put out there on social media or whatever. It's like, yeah, I mean, I've been getting that nudge for a long time, and it happens to all of us. I'm not special for that. Nobody is. But we all have our part to play. And it's all about listening to that voice and doing it. Anyway, your still small voice told you something about this person. And that's what I mean. That's how we use spiritual discernment. After a while, you start to know that's the voice. And even all these months, and it's been several things actually, that have just completely manifested into my life. You know what? Subscribe to my email list if you want information on when I put out some products. Like, I'm going to put out books, courses, and stuff. There's some stuff I need to put out. No pressure. It's for people who have asked for it. I'm not trying to push it on anybody. But go to needthismessage.store and sign up for my email list, because I'll send out an email when stuff is going on. But anyway, your still small voice, like, it's crazy, because sometimes it's so, like, in the back of your mind. Like, underneath all the layers that you just kind of ignore it. At least I do. But yeah, I've seen so many things manifest into my reality lately. And it's like I knew it was coming, but it's like I feel like I created it. Look, The veil is thin. Things are happening fast. I've had some things happen just within like a few days of me imagining it into existence, because that's how it works. Inner vision, outer vision. Anyway. New alliances. That's what they're trying to form with you. That's what in the back of their mind they thought they might have with you, because, oh gosh, I'm so sorry, but this is someone who wants to break free of whatever this is. This family or society, they want to break free of it. But they're not there yet. So they try to drag you down with them somehow. Perhaps lied about you, and that was, they say, to protect you. Like, the lie was better than the truth, but they won't tell you why. You are aware of your purpose. May you be aware of it now if you aren't already, because that's what it's all about, guys. Following your purpose, what brings you excitement, what brings you joy, pleasure, but more than anything, excitement, like I said. What makes you excited? What gets your wheels turning? What ideas? Look, you're happiest when you create. My favorite spiritual teacher, Kevin Trudeau, said this the other day. I hope you guys are watching him. I'm starting to see a lot more people talk about him. He came out of a secret society. He did spend time in prison, but it was not what you think. The books that people think he put out as fraud, because that was the narrative. He went for contempt of court. He didn't even do anything. It's the longest sentence anybody ever had for contempt of court, because he left a secret society called the Brotherhood. And it's funny because he's not afraid of them coming after him, because he said he has a fail-safe where he did something before he left to ensure that if they did something to him, all would be revealed. Look, it's crazy, but it's true, and at least I believe it. Think for yourself, though. Think for yourself. But it's not about me telling you to believe Kevin Trudeau. It's about the methods, okay? It's about questioning the methods, like the power of your mind and imagining things into your reality, putting out a frequency, realizing that your mind is a magnetic battery. It is drawing things in, it is pushing things out. I think of it like a radio station who receives things. Like, you could decide what you want to play. It goes over the air. Like, we're talking about over the air stuff. And I mean the whole station. Like, you're the DJ, you're the station, you're the messages, you're the content that they decide to broadcast. You are everything. You decide. Like, you don't have to take everything. You know, back in the day especially, they used to send like actual vinyl copies of records to radio stations to get played. You don't have to play every record. You don't have to read every script. Okay? You get to pick and choose what you want. The power is all in your mind. The kingdom of heaven is within. You are here to live a life of purpose, do things that excite you, fulfill your purpose. You'll know you're on the right track if you're actually excited about it. One of the tricks of this matrix is that we have to do everything for money and not be excited about it. Anyway, one thing at a time, but please focus on what gets you excited and what aligns with you. That's what you need to do right now, okay? You are aware of your purpose. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.